Hello, I'm Tacky Slappy, and today I will be reading to you Chapter 4 of RMK. This one will be called Interview, because, well, you'll see. I will get better with naming schemes, but bear with me. Anyways, Chapter 4, Interview. A splash of freezing water slapped Ronnie to consciousness. He tried to move around, only to find that chains had been secured around his neck, waist, arms, and legs. They were short to the point that he couldn't move anything besides his fingers, and even those were somewhat restricted. Holy shit, what the fuck is this? There was a blindfold over his eyes, but based off of the chains, Ronnie immediately guessed that he was in a jail. He tried to shout for help, but something resembling a muzzle was wrapped around his face, and his words were little more than muffled cries. Why the hell am I in a prison? And why are the restraints so extreme? I haven't done anything wrong. He recalled the incident at the stat check. And what was all that about? I did exactly what they told me to. There has to be a mistake, right? A familiar voice interrupted the panic. So you're the wise man's vassal. You don't look like much. Ronnie felt a huge hand reach down and remove the restraint on his mouth. He then realized that his captor was the same knight from the morning before, Grayson of Barnock. Where am I? Ronnie struggled against the chains until he heard the man chuckle. Those chains are made from purified mana steel. No one could break out of those at level 1, not even a godly vassal like yourself. A what? Don't be coy, Ronnie McKitty. You're the wise man's vassal. Are you not? I'm what? And how do you know my name? Well, probably because you, in your absolutely brilliant mind, decided it would be a good idea to go in and get your stats checked. I think that might have done it. Seriously, though, what did you think was going to happen? I went to get my stats checked because it was legally required of me, as per your decree. I haven't broken any laws. Now let me go. Don't I at least get a trial or something? A trial? Grayson took a moment to think. You know what? Sure. I suppose that's only fair. If you can convince me that you're not Wiseman's vassal, I'll arrange for your release. Oh, thank you so much. Ronnie feigned gratitude, hoping to win some favor. But how would I do that? Well, for starters, what is your stat sheet list as your title? How am I supposed to know that? No one ever showed it to me. What? Why would you need someone else to show you your stats? Isn't that the point of a stat check? No? The stat check is just to prevent people from misrepresenting their stats. You can check your stats by thinking about them. You do know that, right? Check them in my mind. What kind of bullshit explanation is that? Why would that do anything? Just as he was thinking about how dumb the idea was that simply thinking about stats would magically reveal them, a huge wall of text appeared in his mind's eye. He immediately understood that he was looking at his so-called stat sheet. What the? How did this get here? It was almost as though he was staring at a piece of printer paper on a table. And then there you have it. You can, hopefully you have the Royal Road on and you're looking at that as you're just listening to this in the background. Unless you're on your phone, in which case, honestly, I would just read it instead of listening to me because, I don't know, I'm not that good at doing this. But yeah, I'm not going to read out his stats. But I'll give you a second, too. All right, that should be time. If not, you can, pause it or whatnot. I'm going to continue. What the hell is all this? Reminds me of those Pokemon games my nephew used to play. Hell, I've even got an ability now. Why the fuck is one of this world's governing principles straight out of video games? Who comes up with this shit? He took a few more seconds to look it over and grew angry when he saw what being the wise man's vassal entailed. Unable to leave until they fulfill my purpose? Well, what the hell is my purpose, then? It doesn't say. Why would it not say? How am I supposed to know what I need to do if it doesn't not tell me what it needs? It's like this Wiseman thing just wants me to fail. What a load of bull. Are you done? The man tapped him on the shoulder, and with his focus disrupted, the stat sheet disappeared from his mind. Well, what did it say? Is your title Wiseman's vassal? Ronnie didn't answer. He didn't know why it was a crime to be the Wiseman's vassal, but he now knew beyond a shred of doubt that he was, in fact, exactly that. All right, then. I'll take that as a yes. I hereby rule you as guilty. The penalty is death. Ronnie heard a blade sliding out of its sheath. Wait! All I've got is a few words on an imaginary sheet of paper. How can that be a crime? Well, if you're Wiseman's vassal, then by definition, you're a servant. No? But who the fuck is Wiseman? You keep saying this guy's name, but who the hell is this guy? Why hasn't anybody told me that yet? Playing dumb at this point isn't going to get you anywhere. Anyways, I'm going to kill you now. Any last words? Please don't kill me. I haven't done anything wrong. Those are some bad last words. Grayson took a deep breath. I'll give you a painless death, Ronnie McKitty. With his last declaration finished, the knight raised his sword, and the next instant, Ronnie's head was split into 100 thin slices on the ground. He died instantly. Before he left, Grayson said a short prayer for Ronnie and a long one for himself. Whew, that was a short chapter. But I liked it. You might not, but I don't know. I'm doing the best I can out here, so I don't know. Hopefully it'll get better with time. Feedback would be cool, but I understand that I probably will have like 2 people read this. So, oh well. That's the chapter. Have a good day. Bye.